one of the things I've been waiting for since the summer was the current release, or the new release of Sailor Moon out here in the States on Blu-ray. Viz Media picked up Sailor Moon and is actually going to release all of it uncut to the United States masses. Crazy to think about, considering all the censorship that happened to Sailor Moon back in the day. And I knew I needed to own it. I'm a Moonie. I love Sailor Moon. I mean, I've got tons of Sailor Moon. It's actually not here. It's up here. I've got as many different versions of Sailor Moon as you can wind up picking up. I have it. So I just had to buy this because, well, for one, it's Sailor Moon. For two, it's uncut. And for three, it's Blu-ray footage. Cleaned up footage, higher quality stuff that was recently re-released in Japan. One of the things is the Japanese released a DVD set for the 20th anniversary of Sailor Moon, and they cleaned up the footage. Maybe it wasn't the 20th, it was the 15th anniversary. That's right. The 20th anniversary, they re-released the manga. The 15th anniversary, they actually cleaned up the anime itself. And it looked really, really good, really, really beautiful. And those of you who have gone out trying to find fan subs of Sailor Moon recently, most of the footage that's out there is from the new Region 2 release of Sailor Moon. So it was cool to finally get a higher quality version here in the States for me to own because, well, I have a few AMV ideas that require the use of Sailor Moon, and owning higher quality source, perfect. The less I have to do to make this source look good, the better. So, yeah, I had to pick it up. So, came in the mail a couple days ago. Sailor Moon, Season 1, Volume 1, Limited Edition. This actually showed up at my doorstep on Thursday of last week. It's been a few days. Unfortunately, I didn't get home till late Thursday. Didn't have a chance to get it because it actually was one of the few things that was left at the desk at the office here, and so I couldn't pick it up that day. I totally blanked on it and forgot to grab it, the next day on Friday on my way to the office. And by the time I got home, the office was closed. I had to work late that day. Just couldn't get back in time. And so I finally decided, on Monday to sit down on my way into the office, go and pick her up. So that's what I did. Picked her up, opened her up at the office, and found this cool, interesting thing that came with the limited edition. We had this extra little flappy CD case, and inside was a coin. I didn't realize that this was coming with this, but it's cool to get this. I got the limited edition version of this, and it comes with this cool little coin that on one side says Moon Prism Power, make up! And it's got the little moon brooch that she has, and then on the other side it says Sailor Moon, Viz Media, not for sale. So I guess this is a special edition coin here. Let's see if we can get a little bit better view. And then of this side. And yeah, I mean, this thing's got some weight to it. I don't know if that's heads or tails. I didn't decide which was heads, which was tails. But yeah, cool little coin that came with it. Got some nice heft to it. Neat little extra to get with it. And of course, we've got the actual Blu-ray box itself. Let's open it, my precious. I'm a Moonie. What's there to say? Those of you who watched my one-episode review of the first episode of Sailor Moon Crystal might remember that I was pretty harsh on that first episode. Some of that was due to my own personal disappointment in how they handled that first episode, the quality of the animation, different things like that. But more so than just that, I hate the first episode of Sailor Moon. To be blatantly honest, I've always hated the first episode of Sailor Moon. I just have. Despite being a Moonie. I mean, I am a Moonie. I was part of the Save Our Sailors activists back in the day, back in the 90s. I fought to get the rest of Sailor Moon R and the rest of the show licensed and brought over. I was part of the group that was a little disappointed on how they treated, the last episodes of Sailor Moon R. I was part of the group that was a little disappointed in the fact that when they brought S over, that they decided to keep on with the tradition of Deke and the configuration that they went going there and turning the lesbian couple, the obvious lesbian couple in the show, into just close cousins, which, to be honest, close cousins work for Japan because a lot of cousins wind up marrying each other, things like that. That's considered pretty normal behavior in Japan. In the United States, not so much. So, I mean, that was a little odd that they did that. Of course, not necessarily enjoying some of the things that happened, but I was part of that group. I am a Moonie through and through. Sailor Moon was my first anime love, and just is. So it's cool to get this, and yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, my precious. Finally got it open. The packaging is just your simple cellophane here. Includes 88-page booklet, little sticker that says that, and this is the Blu-ray combo pack. It's got some sticky on it for this backer here that kind of tells you what this is. Though in the end, I don't think I need that. Either you're gonna honestly print this all on the box itself, or don't make it sticky to the box. I mean, you've got the sticky material, which it's not hard to pull off. Actually, it's not that hard to pull off at all. Just a little annoying that it's there, but came off pretty well. So we've got this hard cardboard case here that has this stuff in it. It's this. Whoops. This case here says Sailor Moon. It's got the brooch on the back, Sailor Moon on front, all nice and cool. And of course, attached to this is the actual information. The informational thing tells you how many episodes, has the UPC code, all of that. I'll keep this with it, but yeah, I definitely wanted to get those stickies off of that to be sure. So what else came with this? Well, like what it said, this 88-page booklet. Limited edition booklet. So this is what comes with it. It's all legends have a beginning. The legend starts out with an ordinary, if a bit clumsy and emotional, 14-year-old girl, Usagi Tsukino. A little sad that they went with Usagi Tsukino instead of Tsukino Usagi. But if they're going to go with the Japanese names, you should probably list the names how the Japanese list them, surname first, then their name. But that's just me. Little episode guide, the Cryberry Baby, Usagi's beautiful transformation. Punishment awaits. The House of Fortune is the Monster Mansion. One of the very first episodes that was not released in the U.S. version, right here, uncut. Kind of cool. Scent of a monster. Chanela will steal your love. Protect the melody of love. Usagi plays Cupid, and so on and so forth. Got quite a few episodes here. Looks like this. Well, this actually goes all the way up to the last episode, 46. That's right, there were 46 episodes in the original Sailor Moon series. So this disc set, this first set, has 23 episodes. Now, what's here on the back of the actual Blu-ray set is also what's here. So in the end, this really isn't needed. But yeah, we got this booklet here, which basically talks about everything, so that's cool. I'm assuming that because of that, the limited edition version of Volume 2, which is already up for pre-order on therightstuff.com. If you want one, I suggest you get working on that. is not necessarily going to come with this. We've got they've got the little bit of a synopsis of each episode. We've got credits here. Moonlight Legend. Oh, hey, Moonlight Densetsu. The lyrics for Moonlight Densetsu in Japanese, Romanji, and English. Gomen ne, it's hard for me to say, although it's easy to say it in my dreams. My thought circuit is about to break down. Gomen ne sunao janakute, yume no naka nara ieru, shikoro kaido wa shota zunzen, imasugu aitai yo. Which, I really don't need the lyrics for that. I have memorized Moonlight Densetsu. So that's kind of cool, and heart-moving. Heart-moving. I did not like any of the ending themes of Sailor Moon. Well, okay, not any of them. I love the ending to Sailor Moon. Our Otome no Policy is really cool, and the ending to Sailor Moon Super S, Rashashiku Ikimasho, was really cool. So Princess Moon, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. And oh, hey, we got a little bit of information about the characters. So you got Usagi and Ami and Rei and Mako. Oh, Mako. Oh, Mako. Yeah, I'll be honest. Mako was my first anime love. Something about the green eyes and the brown hair. And that attitude. She was my kind of gal. She is, according to the show, way too young for me now. Of course, when I was originally watching this, when this came out, she was way too old. Amazing how that winds up working. Mamoru Chiba, information about him, and now we got some more images. We got Queen Beryl, Jadeite, Nephrite, Zoisite, Kunzite. Oh, I love the fact that they kept him as Kunzite, Princess Serenity, and wow, we've got some cool images here. In the book, I'd love to get some full versions of some of these pictures that they've got in this book. Like this one here in the back cover of the bad guys. That's just really cool. Yeah, this is a neat little addition that got added to it. And of course we have the discs themselves, the actual case. If you bought the non-limited edition version, I'm pretty sure this is pretty much what you got. It's your average case. Has 6 discs in it, so let's see how well they packed them. You got disc 1 here, disc 2, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5, and disc 6. And pretty much you've got 8 episodes per disc, 1 through 8, 9 through 16, 17 through 23. Oh, that's right, because this is both DVD and Blu-ray, so it's 3 discs per series, per section. First set here is Blu-ray, the second section here is DVD. And then the last disc, which is only 17 through 23, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So only 7 episodes instead of 8. But then again, there's only 46 episodes, so splitting it into 23 and 23 is a pretty good idea as far as that goes. And then the last disc has the extras. And what extras are on here? Some of the things that they talk about, which is actually here, is you've got an art gallery, announcement panel and fan reactions, official announcement trailer, dub recording behind the scenes, clean opening and ending. And honestly, I love that idea. The clean openings and endings of Sailor Moon, that's awesome A&V material right there. And more. So yeah, you got the little disc here. And then the other thing that came with it is this extra little piece of cardboard that on the end says Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2 goes here. So I'm assuming the limited edition version of Part 2 is not necessarily going to come with this box. I'm assuming that what they're planning on is for it to fit in here. You've got disc 1 goes in, the booklet goes in, and then Part 2 goes in next to it. Now I probably won't package it that way. I'll package it probably disc, and then booklet, but that's just me. Obviously the packaging designers wanted it done this way, so that's the way that it's kind of in here. And so eventually when I get the second set in, the other one will go here, and then there'll be some other interesting cool feature that will come with that. And yeah, I cannot wait to have this sitting up on one of my shelves back here. When I get the actual shelving pieces, the shelves to go into the shelving unit, so I can get all of my Blu-rays here actually put back the way they should, rather than just sitting in stacks. So yeah, that is really, really cool. I am just, yeah, I will be watching this very, very soon. So yeah, Sailor Moon on Blu-ray and DVD.